So each Tuesday I'm going to do a new segment on my YouTube, so like and subscribe. It's going to be Training Aid Tuesday, where I have a look at a training aid and see if it can help your game. Not the cleverest of wordplay, but this little putting tool is actually very clever. So let's see what we can do with it. So this is the Putt Ruler, and it does something that I have not seen before. So you take two balls and you put them on the front, and what happens, and they suggest you should have different colors. I forgot the other colored ball, that's the reason I don't have it. So 2 Pro B1X's for me. What happens is, it's a bit like, and I got Megan on the camera, it's like snooker, isn't it? Like pool. So basically they're saying if you whack this first ball, the second ball, so the ball that you don't hit, always goes where the ruler was aiming. So basically the front ball shows you your alignment, then the back ball, if it's a great stroke, should follow that first ball. If you cut across it, that ball will go to the left. If you go from in to out, it will go to the right. So it's quite a cool tool because it shows you green reading and it shows you what your stroke is doing. And if you do it in isolation, sometimes you end up not actually holding more putts. You put lots of work in and you don't hold more putts, and that sucks. So let's see how good I am. So let's get Megan in and let's see if I suck, basically. So it comes with a pin. So you push the pin down, and now effectively this thing goes from side to side. And I use aim point. Megan is a really good aim point instructor, so there you go, plug. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just do it on kind of line of sight. I feel like it's a bit off the left. So then I put the 2 balls in. I must be nervous because I can't get it to do it. So the balls have to be touching. I then just make, is it just a normal stroke?
Yeah, so you don't hit it any harder with the 2. You pretend like there's just 1 golf ball there. So it looks like they both went on the same line. Just, would you have aimed it maybe slightly more?
So the thing is, and you can look at it in 3 ways, can't you? So we're looking at alignment, we're looking at stroke, and we're looking at pace. So that putt there, I could have arguably hit it harder and it would have gone in. Because the face has a bigger impact on the path, I feel if the second ball kind of matches it up, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, in that one I thought.
Yeah, so that one matched up. What I would say about this, and this is one thing I worry about if you're using this on your own, is I would get a camera up to see how it moves to start with, because you can almost train yourself to move your head straight away, and that's actually really detrimental for putting. So if you feel like you've got a big path problem, I would, and iPhones are fantastic now, you can just put a phone up or get a camera up just so you can see that start. But a lot of the times, and what I like about this is actually the way you can move it. So many people align incorrectly, don't they?
Yeah, it definitely gives you a chance to put more awareness on your reading of the green. Here it is.
So the Putt Ruler. So I do like it. I think it's a really clever concept with the 2 balls. That's the first time I've seen that. And it gives you a chance to kind of see, is it the stroke or is it the alignment?
Yeah, and I think, you know, just as a putting instructor myself, I see constantly people are blaming their stroke when there's a lot of things that make up the putting stroke, and the true reason why someone maybe cuts across it could actually be maybe they're under reading the putt or aiming it incorrectly. So kind of hitting that triangle of how's your green reading, what's your aim like, and of course your speed. Yeah,
your speed. So it's looking at it in as a collective rather than in isolation, and I think that's where people get their putting horribly wrong. When I first was having lessons in aim point, I was with Jamie Donaldson, who is a great coach back in the UK, and he said, like flippantly, but I think it is true, it's better to have a really bad stroke and a really bad read, because probability you'll hole more.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know, so you have to work out what the main problem is. This one's quite expensive, $150. I feel is quite expensive for it.
Yeah, so you know, but they did use the top quality material.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And even like this leather case, and I know for someone like you that doesn't necessarily take good care of his stuff,
I break stuff.
it might be worth the investment.
Yeah, and that makes sense. They've gone for high quality. It is a very well built training aid.
I could actually hit you with it.
You could. You could. There's probably
multi-purpose.
There's probably other objects that you
might
could
need
hit.
to get more of these.
So rejoin us next week for things Megan can hit Steve with. But get some comments down below. Are you somebody that works too much on one thing? So they only work on their stroke, or they only work on the green reading, or they don't work on anything? Get your comments down below. Catch you soon.
Catch you later.